Welcome to Mr. News, your unfiltered lens into the wild chaos shaking up the world. I'm Mr. News, coming at you on March 10th, 2025, with a story that's got North America buzzing like a live wire. Ontario's Premier Doug Ford just dropped a bombshell. He's threatening to cut power to 1.5 million US homes if Trump doesn't back off his tariff war madness. This isn't some idle bluff. Ford's playing with high voltage, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Let's dive into this electrifying mess and unpack how a trade spat turned into a power play that's got everyone from Michigan factory workers to New York homeowners on edge. It all started when Trump unleashed his tariff barrage, swinging that sledgehammer of economic chaos like he's been doing since January. Steel, aluminum, dairy, lumber, you name it, he slapped a threat on it. Each day's a new jab, a fresh promise to hike costs unless Canada bends the knee. But March 7th was the tipping point. Trump lobbed a 25% tariff grenade right at Canadian goods, demanding submission or else. Businesses froze in their tracks, workers started sweating their next paycheck, and families on both sides of the border braced for the inevitable price hikes. Ford didn't mince words. Trump lit this trade war fuse, and I'm not letting Ontario burn alone. The chaos is real. Border towns are reeling, exports are stalling, and the uncertainty's a gut punch to anyone trying to make a living out there on either side of the line. So Ford fired back, and man, did he aim for the jugular. His first shot? A 25% surcharge on electricity exports pumping into Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. 1.5 million US homes and businesses now slammed with an extra $400,000 a day in costs. Break it down, and your average American family is looking at $100 more a month on their power bill. That's not a flicker. That's a full-on jolt straight to the wallet, a wake-up call that this trade war's hitting where it hurts most: everyday life. But Ford's not stopping there. He's got a bigger play up his sleeve, and it's a doozy. If Trump escalates this tariff tantrum, Ford's ready to pull the plug completely. Lights out, America, he warned, his voice steady but his eyes sharp as a blade. Ontario's grid isn't just a convenience. It's a lifeline for key US states, and Ford's betting Trump won't dare risk a blackout brawl. "I hate doing this," Ford told me in a sit-down, his tone firm but tinged with regret. "Canadians love Americans honest. We do, but Trump's the one forcing my hand. He'd rather be selling more energy, more minerals, building a North American powerhouse where both sides thrive while flowing, power humming, a real partnership. Picture it, a deal echoing Reagan's old-school alliance vibes. But Trump's swinging wild, torching that dream with every tariff threat, and Ford's got no choice but to swing back harder. Tariffs on friends, that's economic suicide, he snapped. Ontario's not just flexing, they're daring Trump to blink first in a game where the stakes are lights, heat, and jobs. Canada's rallying behind Ford like a nation scorned. His surcharge isn't a lone wolf, it's part of the pack hitting back hard. A 25% tariff's already slamming US beer, fruits, shoes piling up on shelves or rotting in warehouses. Ford doubled down, yanking American booze off Ontario racks, a gut kick that screams, "We're done playing nice." From Vancouver to Halifax, Canadians are fired up, sick of Trump's bully tactics turning neighbors into foes. Mark Carney, soon-to-be PM with 85% of the Liberal Party cheering, jumped into the fray with a steely vow. "These tariffs stay until Trump respects Canada," he said, his finance guru brain plotting a $4 slugfest. This isn't just Ontario's fight, it's a united Canadian roar, a rare moment where trade wars forged a fist, not a handshake. The fallout's brutal. Markets are a bloodbath, hemorrhaging trillions in days. Stocks tank, investors bolt, and Ford's Trump recession tax sticks like glue. American families feel the sting. Lumber tariffs jack up home prices fast. Steel hikes hit cars, and now power bills are spiking with that surcharge. Canada's not unscathed. Jobs wobble as exports limp. Businesses teeter on the edge. "Trump's hurting his own more," Ford argued to me. He's got a point. This chaos is bleeding both sides dry, a lose-lose spiral rewriting the border's rulebook. Trump's team whines about Canada's 255% dairy tariff like it's the crime of the century, but Ford laughed it off when I asked him. They've got a $56 billion surplus with us, fueled by 4.3 million all barrels a day from Canada. Who's crying now? Canada's not just milk, it's 60% of US aluminum, 50% of jet-grade nickel keeping war machines rolling. Cut us off. Good luck building anything, America, Ford taunted, twisting the knife with a grin. Ontario's grid is a chokehold Michigan's auto plants. New York's glowing skyline, they all lean on that Canadian juice hard. Trump's pushing me to the edge, Ford growled, his finger hovering over the kill switch. One flick and US cities go dark. This isn't a bluff. It's a high-voltage dare that's got everyone holding their breath. Enter Mark Carney, new Liberal boss with 85% party cheers. He's no rookie. Ex-Bank of Canada, Bank of England chief. He dodged 2008's crash like a pro. Now he's Canada's trade war ace, cool as ice. Trump bends to strength, not smiles. Carney bets, vowing respect comes from steel, not soft words. He's ready to outsmart this tariff clown show with a brain that's all grit. No bluster, a real heavyweight stepping in. Trump spinning a yarn. This is a drug war, not trade, his crew insists, pointing at fentanyl. But the numbers laugh. Canada's a trickle with 43 pounds seized, while Mexico floods 22,000. Your own stats call BS, Ford snorted. It's a flimsy excuse for a tariff blitz unraveling fast. Northern US states are screaming bloody murder. Maine's Susan Collins. Wisconsin's Ron Johnson see red as tariffs cut farms. Surcharges zap wallets. Trump screwing us. They growl as voters boil over the pain hitting home literally. Canada's got the upper hand. Oil, gas, power. Nicola Fortress Ford's shielding, not shredding against Trump's wild swings. Trump's 51st state jabs pour gas on the fury. Carney's promising a hockey-style smackdown that'll leave bruises. April 2nd, the deadline. Tariffs hit unless Trump caves, and Ford's fingers on the trigger waiting. Carney's May election looms as US prices keep climbing and Canada digs in. This trade war's a live fuse, sizzling toward a blackout showdown. Don't blink, folks, because the lights might just go out. That's your 15-minute shock. Ontario's power play, Trump's tariff mess, Canada's roar. I'm Mr. News. Subscribe to the channel and support us to keep it running. Links in the description. Catch you next time.